edition of Etail Conclave after the successful event we organized in Bangalore last month. Over past few months, I'm meeting a lot of retailers across India and interacting with them, trying to understand what are their pain points. And the positive thing which has come out of this entire interaction is that everyone has e-commerce or internet on their mind. Somewhere on their strategic map, they want to use internet for sales generation as well as for the marketing channel. Trying to understand the pain points, we actually came out with the 4 major pain points which retailers were facing. First was technology. Second was the payment gateway integration. Third major point was how I'm going to build traffic on my website. And fourth, if I get the orders, I have the technology, I have a payment gateway, I have received the payment, how I'm going to do the logistics of that products. To start with, we are going to start with HDFC Bank. Mr. C.S. Gopinath, HDFC Bank's regional head for AP and Chennai, is going to address and tell us few things about the HDFC Bank. Please welcome Mr. C.S. Gopinath.
Thank you. HDFC Bank has got 94 branches in Andhra Pradesh, and it's one of the leading banks in the private space in Andhra Pradesh. And you all know that HDFC Bank came in existence in the year 1995 with just 200 crores of capital. Today I am proud to say that the bank has capital and reserves over 22,000 crores. Year on year we are growing. We have now 1,775 fully networked bank branches across the country. We are one of the dominant players among the private banks. In fact, this quarter we paid the advance tax of 600 crores. I think the highest among the private sector banks. The bank, right from the beginning, focuses on the customer service, and we have a good team of branch managers. We have 42 branches in Hyderabad, and definitely we look forward for all the merchants assembled here to support us in all our initiatives. Just to take you through the happening in the banking industry, ever since RTGS and NEFT are the 2 payment mechanisms that came in the picture, the check volumes have dropped in clearing houses. People are not now, they don't cut checks, they don't buy DDs, they don't buy managers' checks. All those days have gone. I remember I used to work in a nationalized bank. To collect a check which is drawn on Delhi from Hyderabad used to take 30 days. Today it is not even 30 minutes. The transaction from one bank to another bank goes instantaneously. And those who have net banking, the RTGS, NEFT mode of payment was the most effective mode of payment. The biggest problem in India is the large cash that we handle, 8,50,000 crores of money in circulation. And it comes with lot of risks that is attached. At the time when, in any of your shops, you know that when a consumer comes and gives you cash, you are not sure whether it is a good currency note or a bad currency note. The moment you come and remit in my bank counters, if it happens to be a forged note, as a banker, we are mandated by Reserve Bank to file an FIR. And the series of harassments then onwards again, as a currency note, it has a lot of risk that is attached, even to keep overnight storage either in your house or in your establishment. Then comes the checks. Everybody will have checkbook. Again, it has to be preserved very carefully. We cut the check, we sign the check with a ball pen. The impression goes into the next check leaf. If any decalcitrant employees are around, if they flick a check, that is sufficient for forging the signature and drawing the money out of the account. Again, it has a lot of inherent risk. So eventually the transactions part is now getting migrated into NEFT and RTGS. Today I am proud to say that they have several customers. They have stopped applying for checkbook. They do all the transactions through eNet. The bank has a sophisticated eNet mechanism. Through that they process everything, including payment of salaries to their employees, including payment to their vendors, and also the receipts from all their dealers. It's an automated self-reconciliation that we provide on our eNet. So it is in that direction. Again, a solution like this is really a most welcome solution that the customers may definitely find it more convenient, both to do lot of transactions on e-commerce where the risks are insulated, and then there will be a larger participation of audience. When I travel today in train across Andhra Pradesh, 70% of the people who travel with me in the bogie, they all come only with e-tickets. Today they are not standing in queue for hours together, going there early morning 7:30, waiting to open the window and then struggling to get the tickets. Today everything is online through IRCTC. So this acceptance of internet as a mechanism to do a lot of transaction is in existence, and definitely it will pave a very good way for our easier transactions. So I thank these organizers for giving us an opportunity, and I will be here after the Etail presentation. If any of you have got any issues with any of my branches, I will be more than willing to take note of it and address this one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Our first presenter is Mr. Shrikant Sethi, who heads Product and Portfolio Merchant Services at HDFC Bank. He will be sharing us how HDFC Bank is playing an important role in enabling e-commerce and why they see it as a natural extension of their banking services. Please welcome Shrikant.
Good evening, everybody who's attending this conference, and welcome to the second Etailing conference that we're holding. Gopi sir gave a very good overview about electronic payments and how we progressed on the banking. And today we are here to talk about the logical extension of electronic payments, which is electronic commerce, which is the e-commerce. Along with our partners, which is reasoning with the platform of MartJack, Google and Aramex, we thought we could build in a complete ecosystem for the merchants who want to come in online. And we think here e-commerce is here to stay this time for a longer period, and as HDFC Bank, we are betting it very big on e-commerce, both on our payment side as well as on the banking side. I was to give a quick overview of HDFC Bank, but Gopi sir has already covered most of it, so I'll probably skip about this. A little about the payment cards, since we are talking about the inherent part of the entire online transaction, which is electronic payments. A little about HDFC Bank payment services. In credit cards today, we hold a very unique distinction in the banking circle today of being one of the largest issuer of both credit and debit cards, and also being a very large merchant acquirer in terms of accepting payments. So we are among the top 3 players in the credit card issuing in the country today, with over more than 4 million cards, and incrementally we today issue the largest number of cards. We are the highest issuer of credit cards incrementally in the market, and we have products across various categories, which is both in terms of the consumer cards as well as commercial cards, which are primarily used for business-to-business payments. On the debit and prepaid side, we have a very large debit base of over 9 million cards, and again, even on the debit space, we have varied product range from an entry-level product of classic debit cards to a premium product of titanium and platinum debit cards today. On merchant services, which is more relevant to what we're talking today in this podium and in this conference, we are the market leader in the overall acquiring volumes that are transacted in the country today, and we are a very dominant player on the online space. A little more on the acquiring piece. We've been in this business for more than 10 years. We have presence for merchant services over 900 locations. We are a market leader with more than 28% of the market share. More importantly, while these are statistics, but more importantly to do with how it impacts the online business, we have the largest throughput per installation that we've carried. We have the best chargeback to sales ratio, which indicates that we have a very, very robust fraud management and proactive risk management system in the bank. And as Gopi sir mentioned, we are a very, very service-oriented organization, and we are the only bank today in the country to have an in-house service setup for merchant services. We have introduced various products in this space, talking about integrated terminals, mobile terminals, online loyalty programs. We've been there in all those spaces. And we offer best-in-class 2 payment gateways, which is one with a partner with FSS and one with MasterCard. These are some of the major accounts that we have in the government business and large e-com sites. We work with almost all the large players on the e-commerce today, which goes to a fact that we have a very, very good standing both as a brand as well as a business partner in terms of payment gateway solutions. Now, how does a bank play a role in the entire e-commerce infrastructure or e-commerce ecosystem? Now, a bank comes in because the bank provides a very safe and a secure payment platform for the customers. It gives the confidence to the customers that the payments that are being transacted online can be trusted because it is going through a safe and secure network. And we just spoke about the robustness, which indicates about the non-disruptive way of the payment transactions, which also indicates how many times how less amount of times our downtimes are. We have a varied distribution network both on the online space and the offline space. We just spoke about, especially on the online space or the electronic commerce side, we have internet, IVR, which is through the telephone, mobile. So accessibility is what the bank brings in the e-commerce space. Efficiency, which is the cost effective. Online stores that way is a very efficient for most of the merchants because it takes away all the fixed and other costs which you have incurred. Here, only if the business happens, there is a cost attached, otherwise there is no cost attached in any online business. And the bank also brings in, to add to the ecosystem, brings in the customers. They are also they play a pivotal role in driving traffic to the online portal. I've just talked about it, so I'll probably skip this slide. The more important fact about